Do it.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody, to the PBE. This is season 44, week 2, day number 1. Uh, Quickly, if let me know if you can hear me properly. And I have here with me tonight, Hummus God. And say hi.
I'm saying hi.
Oh,
Hello, hello,
oh,
hello. Thanks for having me. Yeah. Did you announce I was gonna be here? Probably not, right?
no, I sent the thing way before. So
Perfect. That it's perfect for me. I like being incognito around here.
incognito. Yes,
What's
that's
up,
the
everybody?
Hummus
Oh,
is
they're
now
saying I'm quiet.
quiet.
Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
okay. Hang on. Uh,
Oh, you're gonna do it? I was gonna
Tom,
do it. I
well,
have it.
well, because I had you. Well, the setting here is for the podcast, so it's kind of weird that it's so. So just say hello. That's better. Okay. All right.
Test.
All right. We will adjust it as the night goes on. So the other thing. How are you doing today? So,
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. A belated happy birthday. I know I said happy birthday already in some
Yep.
form of
You and a
fashion.
few GMs. Shout out to you guys.
So,
Person man caught it because we're Facebook friends. So, uh, yeah.
yeah.
And
So
it was yesterday. Had the day off from work. Post said, "Turn me down as low as possible. Love you too, brother." What's up, low key? Dogwood's in the house too, fellow HO member. Yeah, no, it's been great. Thanks for wishing me happy birthday. Looking forward to some good baseball tonight.
yeah, we're in week 2. How do you think how are you feeling on the season so far? It's only been a week.
Yeah, negative war for the first time since we were the Supernovas, so that's fun. Um, which feels like
Seems
forever
like a
ago.
skills issue.
Yeah, our offense. I mean, Lunar Base's offense is so damn good. Like, I'm just there for the vibes. Like, I don't even do anything. Like, I literally
Exactly.
just,
You see,
yeah,
the team carries hummus.
exist.
That's what it is. So
It's always how it's been, but even more so than ever for sure this year, and it's fun.
okay. Since it is pretty late, do we have mods here? I'm not 100% sure if there are mods here tonight, um, because it is a later one and I don't recall seeing anything. But I do. We could probably get some predictions up. Um, since if there are no mods around. But tonight will be a quick one. We're not doing box scores, so here's the warning up front because we're just gonna steamroll through this. So just I don't have the graphics on me, but we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 streaming tonight. First one will be Boise versus Vancouver, which is the prime time one for week 2. The next one up is Nashville at Luna Base. Third one is Providence at New York. Fourth one is Detroit at Seattle, and the fifth one is Luna Base at Cancun. They're actually all really like balanced, good games. Like, so yeah. So we got caught on. So hopefully it will turn out that way. Um, and also hopefully none of them will go like 17 innings. Um, all right. So let's go here. Um, I forgot to ask. Like, the game didn't crash for me, so I'm wondering, did did it get fixed? um, I wasn't paying
Christmas
attention.
came early.
Christmas came early. It didn't crash for me. So just as I say that, this is the 25th. So I advanced a day already just to make sure. Uh, so there are no games here. This is the world score. So I just want to make sure scores, minor scores, major scores, and we're gonna go back to world scores. I'm gonna save it here, and then we're going to. Yeah, sounds like, yeah, it is a very nice way to jinx it. Yeah. So we're gonna go to the 25th is the quote unquote quick sim, which there's nothing on it. Oh, over under. There is a mod. Uh, someone put that in. So thank you, whoever that was. Total hits over under 17.5. So we're gonna give you guys like a minute or so while we advance a day here. And I might need to fix some settings because my OTP crashed uh, maybe like last week. It's somewhere been I haven't streamed in a little bit, so like I probably need to fix some of the settings. But our first game here will be Boise at Vancouver. Yes, scrolling up would help. Now we're gonna take a look at these settings first. Classic too. What the? Wow, it's really something happened in my OTP. So yeah, so some of the stuff may just really be weird, and I like lost all my settings too. So it's kind of really annoying. So I might need to adjust some of this stuff. I can only remember like what everything was. So while you guys do the predictions there, I'm just gonna follow all no game sound enabled. Yeah, wow, it really messed up all my settings. Why? Sad. I apologize. I couldn't do this beforehand, so now you guys are watching me.
Which multi hacked your account?
Uh, I blame I blame Taco Shop this time. So so okay,
Y'all do have.
no home run horns because that's really annoying. So I'm actually gonna leave that off. So that's hopefully that is it. We probably once we get in there. So let's see here. It looks like the over. So all right, then it'll be oh hey Cole's facing off. It'll be Neymar Cove versus Cole Cove. Uh, so uh, we'll see what happens. We'll be at the Scudder 43 Stadium. Pro Scud. Okay. I apologize for that. Okay, so let's get this rolling. How do you want to do this? Why don't I take the first four? Four, four yeah, the last. Is that
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
okay? Let's see how much up this is. All right. This isn't too bad. Okay. Oh, I am missing a lot of stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it right here. All right. So we're gonna get this. Oh, okay. So let's move the scoreboard over here. Actually, I'm gonna move over here for now. Fielder precision. I like that. So I apologize. There's a lot of yeah. Once this game crashed, I don't know. It just went nuts. So like I couldn't get like there was a lot of settings that just got messed up. All right, I also have to make sure it doesn't get to block out. Oh wait, no, that's too. I think that's good. Add. Come down, go here. Move that over here. This is exciting baseball, guys. All right. Oh, did it really have pitch by pitch turn on? Okay, so let's hope this sticks around now. Does that look okay on this screen? I think that's good. Okay. But you know, it's like in phases where there's a lot of static. Oh, okay. I okay. If it continues to be like that, then let me know. I can change. I could try to change mic. That might be a little weird, but okay. So I apologize for the delay. Let's get this rolling. Uh, so up now is corner vacuum. Corner vacuum would take the walk as Papa Emeritus comes up, and Emeritus will get an infield single, 2 on, 1 out, and a walk over to Why Not a Cove, and then Barry Allen flies out, and Sylvie McGuire strikes out, so Cove gets himself out of a bases loaded situation here, as the Vandals will come up, uh, and Kirk Swerve will ground out to the third baseman, as Garfield will fly out to center. Hayes will strike out swinging, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Neymar Cove. And up next will be Daichi Nakamura will fly out. Here, you guys able to hear me? Okay, this is fun. Okay, this is what I get for like not streaming
Yeah, I
for
was
like
cutting.
this like streaming for like a you know for X amount of time. Now it just got really bad. Okay, I have to figure out what's going on with that, but yeah, well I'll figure it out when Hummus takes over.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Okay, McMagic will get a single, and it's 1 on, no out. His corner vacuum gets a single, so 2 on now. And Meritus will get a single, and the base is loaded again. And that's a strikeout, and he gets himself out of it. Actually, Hummus, why don't you take over for now? And
Yeah,
let me see if I could change some stuff around.
perfect. Scudder will walk, capture Scudder, and Grove will reach. They get the lead runner at second. That's a strikeout for Ferris Bueller. Swerve Jr. will walk as well. So 2 on, 2 out. Oh, catcher stopped that from being ugly. Oh, that's going to drop. The Vandals are going to score a run and take a 1-0 lead here early on. It's the bottom of the third. 2 outs. And that was Hayes who lines out to center field. So that will end the third. Vandals do take a 1-0 lead. That's a strikeout from McGuire for out number 1 here in the fourth. A walk. Oh, and a bobbled ball by the second baseman, so 2 on. That was Gonzalez Jr. Now McTavish will strike out. And McMagic will strike out. So no damage done for Cove. Cove will go to the bottom of the fourth. Vandals do lead by 1. That's a strikeout for Dan King Jr. for out number 1. Here comes IPO3, former teammate of mine. That's a base hit. It's Art, Dad Skier. It's a single, and there's another single. They get the sliding catch and right. What a play. That ends the top of the fifth. We'll go bottom half now. Ferris Bueller. That's a ground out. Kirk Swerve Jr., former teammate of mine, will eke out a single, an infield single. A pop up and pop out for Garfield. That's 2 outs for Hayes, who grounds out. So it's been nothing doing since the Vandals scored that lone run in the third. We'll go to the sixth now. This game's flying by. It's a ground out from McGuire.
Okay,
Cove's
testing.
still in the game for Vancouver.
Testing. Okay.
You sound really good compared to
All
before.
right.
That's a double play. Great play to end the inning. We'll go bottom 6. That's a base hit for King Jr. Oh, and a double play for Boise. And that'll be 2 outs and a fly out for Rotor Wash with a goatee. And now we'll go to the 7th. Boise. Got to score to tie it up. McTavish with a strikeout. You could take the 8th and the 9th, Enoch, with your beautiful mic. McMagic with a strikeout. Can Boise get on the board? They will not. They go down in order 1, 2, 3. And it's stretch time here in game 1 of the night. And that's deep, but caught. That was catcher Scudder. Grove, that's also caught for out number 2. Both hit deep in the outfield, and that's a line out. What a grab. That was Cove in right field. We'll go to the 8th with Enoch in a 1-run ball game.
Okay, so we'll have Cove leading things off with a base hit. So let's see if they could get anything going there. Barry Allen gets the bunt down, and Cove moves to second. And a strikeout for McGuire to end the inning as Zion wins with a 1.38 ERA coming in. Pitching extremely well. That is a base hit by Kirk Swerve Jr. Garfield grounds into fielder's choice. And a balk. As Hayes takes the walk, and now it's 2 on 1 out for Dan King Jr., who will get a base hit down, and the bases are loaded now. And a pass ball, and Garfield comes in to score. It's 2-0 Vancouver over Boise. And that is a ground out, but another run scores.
Wow.
And a strikeout now to Rotor Wash of a goatee. And that will end things. 3-0 Vancouver. As we go to the last chance for Boise as Nakamura gets a base hit to lead things. Steve Gonzalez Jr. Strikes out. McTavish grounds into a double play to end things. A 3-0 victory for the Vancouver Vandals. So yeah, looks like it was vacuum. It was look like on Boise's side, really not a lot of runs scored, but a RBI by Oatmeal and Garfield to lead the way. It was Cove getting 6 shutout innings, and Zion wins, and Juan Rodriguez shut things out in the last 3 innings. So Cove is the player of the game. Here, so we're just
put all 9,000 of my channel points on that game.
So just going through the scores really quick here. Providence beat New York 8-4. Buffalo beats Outer Banks 6-4 there. There's Pathfinder beating up on the Slavs 10-2. And we saw that already. Lunar Bay's getting a walk-off against Nashville. Seattle with scoring 2 on the bottom of the 8th there, beating the Scorpions. Cancun getting a 1-0 win over New Orleans. They're always tight games. Like, I feel like Cancun and New Orleans, no matter what happens, they're just always tight games. And Indy with a 6-3 win in extras, scoring 3 on the top of the 12 to take that one. The winner is Bubbles, and the loser is Pete Williams. Player of the game is Quarters. Over on the minor league side, the Kingpins will the Kingpins beat the Wheelers 6-2, and Amarillo scoring 3 in this high-scoring game on the top of the 13, 12-9 win over the Louisville Lemurs. State College also in extras, because that seems to be a theme, is that scoring 1 in the top of the 11, beating Puerto Rico 4-3, and the Firehawks getting a 7-3 win over the Kansas City Hepcats, and last but not least, the Florida Flamingos getting a 3-1 win over the Bruce City Bears. All right, I'm gonna save this, and we are going to move to. Let me pull this up. The next day, which is the 27th, and it will be Nashville versus Luna Base. Did we already get a prediction on that? Do you remember seeing one? Or
guess the answer is no. Wait, did we pay out the prediction array on this? Oh, maybe it did. Yes. Okay.
Last one, yes.
Okay. All right. Oh, there it is. Who wins? Nashville.
Who do you
versus-
got in this one?
So let's see here. We're gonna go here. I gotta go to home team. It's kind of hard to bet against. Kind of hard against bet against this right now. So yeah, it will be
Damn.
Phil Donahue, the offseason acquisition for the Nashville Stars, versus HOR Hypocrites, who is struggling this season, ERA wise, anyways. Not so much everything else. So an inflated ERA coming in. Still has a 4-2 record. And oh, this one's quick. So get your channel points in. So, and we're gonna start this. Okay. All right. I'm gonna take the first whatever amount then.
Which innings?
I'll take 1 through 4.5 then. So since you took the
Okay.
bulk of it. All right, and leading things off is Lalo Salamanca, who flies out to center for the first out. Jake Cillian grounds out to the shortstop. Jose 43 1/4 was strikeout looking against HOR Hypocrites, and that's the end of the top of the first inning. So now Arthur Morgan comes in, who's having a spectacular season, but he was strike out there. Cali Alvarez is up next, and that is weird. Is that a That's an error. He dropped it. So Eminem singles and Hokovado will fly out. Chains will strike out, and that will end the inning. So the error did not hurt them. And we'll move to the top of the second. Albert Steiner strikes out swinging. Jacques Hammer will ground out to the first baseman. And Bailey Jones will strike out swinging, and that's the end of the top of the second. Move to the bottom of the second here. Rake in the lake. Sky that's to the left, and that will be the first out. Jeff Newman will ground out to the third baseman. Second out. Blair Boyant will strike out swinging. So after 2, there are no scores. And there's a pop-up by Yaboa for the first out. Micah Williams hits this one deep, and that is gone. That is a 358 feet home run, and that gives Nashville a 1-0 lead. As Udrin Soft will ground out, and Salamanca will strike out to end the inning. We move on to the bottom of the third here. Cross Erickson will lead things off, and she'll ground out to the second baseman. Arthur Morgan hit a high pop infield fly for the second out. Cali Alvarez will hit a hard grounder to the third baseman for the third out. And we are moving on to the top of the fourth here. Jake Cillian will line this into the right, and a diving catch by Morgan to save a base hit. 43 1/4 strikes out swinging, or strikes out. And Steiner will fly out to center, and that will be it for the top of the fourth. Move to the bottom of the fourth here. Pitchers duel so far, as Eminem will take a walk to lead things off. Hokovado will pass ball, and Eminem will move to second, and Hokovado will hit this one to left, and that actually will advance Eminem. But that's a strikeout by Allison Chains. Rake in the lake will get a base hit, and this game is now tied at 1. RBI single for Lake. Jeff Newman will strike out looking to end the inning. Move on to the top of the fifth here. Strikeout by Hammer to lead things off. Bailey Jones will take the walk here. Tony Yeboah coming up. And that is a base hit for Yeboah, so it's 2 on, 1 out for Mason Williams, Michael Williams, I'm sorry, not Mason Williams, Michael Williams. And Udrin Soft will ground out to third to end things. And Hummus, take it away.
Yeah, we got my Space Rangers. That's deep. Oh, that hit the wall. That was Blair Boyant, a longtime teammate of mine. Cross Erickson will ground out, but moves the runner. And Morgan, continuing that great start to this year, gets an RBI single to give Lunar Base a 2-1 lead. Now Morgan will take off, and that's easy. It's 16 on the year for him. And Alvarez will walk. So Dog and Eminem. Over ground to short. They get the out at second, but runners on the corners first. Skumina, who flies out to center. Lunar Base does get a run and a lead. 2-1 will go to the 6th. Nashville brings up Salamanca, who walks. HR Hypocrite, 61 pitches in. Oh, the pickoff. Great play by the lefty. Oh, and this is deep. Jake Silliams, my goodness. Opposite Taco on a Tuesday. 350 feet of power. Great play by Hypocrites to prevent that being a 2-run shot. It ties the game with a solo shot. Jose 43 1/4 with a fly out to center. And Steiner, and the first baseman couldn't handle it. And that's going to be a line out to center. So Nashville ties it up with a solo shot. They go back and forth in this one. It's 2-2. How will Lunar Base respond? That's a walk for Hoppy's player, Allison Chains. Now Moosey. 6-4-3 double play. Great work by the Nashville infield. And more great work from the Nashville infield. That's a Jeff Newman ground out. So Phil Donahue, standing on business in a tie ball game here late. And this is deep, but caught. That was Jones. Yaboya will strike out. Hypocrite still in the game. Pretty efficient outing so far, pitch count wise. And Williams will ground out. Great work by Hypocrites in that one. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time here. And Lunar Base pitching change. Ishoka. That was a ground out for out number 1. That was Boyant. That's another ground out. That's Cross Erickson. Morgan. Another hit. 2 for 4 now in this one for Arthur Morgan. Oh, and Morgan takes off. Oh, and they caught him stealing. Great work. It was a pitch out. Great play by Jose 43 1/4. We'll go to the 8th. Nashville with a chance to take the lead. That's a strikeout. Let's see how far Hypocrites can take this one. That's a walk for Salamanca. Silliams. Oh, and the pass ball. Wild pitch, excuse me. Silliams. They walk him with a full count. That hurts. So Marston checks in.
Oh.
This is deep. Immediately checks in the game. It gives up a 3-run blast to Jose 43 1/4. Only 4th home run on the year for Jose 43 1/4, and that was a big one to take the lead. 5-2. That's a strikeout for Steiner. 2 outs and a pop out for Hammer. So now Lunar Base down 3. Offense has been sputtering. Only 5 hits in this one. And a ground out for Alvarez. That's out number 1. Dog and Eminem. That's a strikeout. Ishoka. Great outings so far. Holcavato. And a line out to left. And they go down in order. So Nashville with a chance to add some insurance here in the 9th. Up 5-2 on the road.
Oh.
What a play by Blair Boyant, stretching out, making the grab. That's a base hit for Tony Yaboya. Williams with a strikeout. Can Marston finish this inning off? And they will. So Nashville leading 5-2. Last chance for Lunar Base. They bring up their DH, Allison Chains. Strikeout, Ishoka. Knuckle curve, 80 miles an hour. Full count for Moosey. Oh, this is popped high up. That's out number 2. Full count. Newman will walk. Tying run on deck. Blair Boyant. Pitching change. Hits a Yandi, and that's going to end the game. The Blair Boyant strikeout ends it. I can't pronounce that. Hitosuyanagi. Is that
Project Saints player.
Is that Project Saint? Yeah.
Yes,
I
Project
knew
Saints
it.
player.
Project Saint, you do it on purpose. He literally told me he did it on purpose.
Exactly. That's why I
made
say
it-
I told him that forever there'll be Project Saints player. So that is the name. That is. So
Can we just go in the file and rename it? I'm kidding. That would be messed
I'll
up.
give him
But
a nickname.
Project Saints player.
that will be the nickname.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Please
Project
do.
Saints player.
In clutch time, stepped up big for Nashville, and
Great
what a
job by
game!
the
What an upset!
pen. Ishoka with 42 pitches to end things there, and yeah.
Yeah, overall, just absolute stunning. I mean, you showed the screen before the game, Enoch, that Lunar Base owned every position in the bag lineup. So
Oh.
Nashville, moving to 13 wins on the year, that's a big one. One, if you're Lunar Base towards the end of the year, you may go back and be like, you may remember that if seeding gets tight at the top, or in general playoff berths on the line. Great win for Nashville.
All right. So Vancouver winning their second in a row. I have no idea if they won beforehand, but they're on a winning streak. And the winner goes to Fring, and the loser is Beavers player. Safe goes to Mudbone. Player of the game is Elwood Hayes. And New York beating Providence to tie back up the division there at 6-1. Parco with 8 2/3 inning pitch, 10 strikeouts. With the win, Pax Torrent getting the lost player of the game is Anthony Parco. Now Buffalo continues to win here, shutting out Outer Banks 6-0. Clifton the win, Sheets the loss, save to Dendex, and player of the game is Dolores Clifton. Toronto beating the Sloths 5-3 there. Starscream the win, Quest with the loss, Maurer with the save. Harvey Brinkley Jr. is your player of the game. And over here, Detroit getting a 2-1 victory over the Apex. Human with the win, Stun Gun with the loss, Rogowski with the save, and player of the game is Human. Death Valley winning here on the road against the Sea Serpents 8-5. Tsunami with the win, Gert with the loss, Petrovic with the save, and the player of the game is Brenville Osman. I could never remember the first name of a person man's player. And the Rougarous in extras in 14 innings. Took them 14 innings, but they walked this off against Cancun. Freeman with a win, Yates with a loss. Player of the game is John Jacob Jingleheimer. Oh goodness. Over on the minor side, Hepcats getting a 4-1 victory over the Firehawks. Glorbenspiel with the win, Slothberg with the loss, Ziegler with the save. Player of the game is Glorbenspiel. Aren't most of the all my bots. That is correct. My 43 Maltese. So, Amarillo getting a win in extras. Again, I'm pretty sure the last game went to extras against the Lemurs 6-5 there. Man with the win, Julian with the loss. This is Triangle Man. Julian with the loss, Sinitara with the save, and Tokensum is the player of the game. State College getting a win over the Ranas 5-2. McChapperson with the win, Whittaker with the loss. Player of the game is Chappie McChapperson. Gonna make that is true. I am the S45 class.
Wow. Evil dictator vibes.
Oh, I'm not done with him yet. So, he's too good of a character. I miss Evil Dictator already. Bruce City Bears with a 10-2 victory over the Florida Flamingos. Bear the win. No pun intended. Stoner with the loss. Player of the game is Hound Streamer. The last game of this day is in extras in 5-12. The Kingpins walk off the Wheelers 3-2. Phantom with the win. Kinsella with the loss. And player of the game is Heiderscheid. So, all right. And then we're gonna forward a day, and I'm gonna save again, and we're just gonna check here. We're going to our third sim game. It will be the Providence Crabs and the New York Voyagers. I don't know why I choose these things when I know I'm on stream. Okay. Okay, so there is the prediction. It's going by really quick. Last to score, New York or Providence. So we're going to give 30 seconds for this. It will be Xavier Crawford versus James Daly. The Evil Dictator was pretty mid. I was kind of disappointed. He had his moments. So, he had his moments. He really could have continued on though. If I wasn't a GM, I probably would have kept Evil Dictator going.
By the way, I'm fully tamperable. So if you want, not to flex or anything, but I'm up to 800 TBE now. 6 years into regression, just like every GM
don't
stream
everybody
comes through.
don't everybody reach out to him at once.
Yeah. Yeah, not to flex, but
Don't-
I'm coming after all
Are-
the haters. 800 TPE, 6 years into regression.
You're 800 TBE now. you need to specify that now.
Yeah, I'm 800 TPE now. It's only going to go down.
It's
I'm
only gonna
about
go
to have
down.
like 400 TPE. So if you sign me, just know you're getting the best 400 TPE player of all time. No, I'm kidding. Bob
Hey, you
would
never
make-
know. Perhaps
Yeah.
perhaps you need some help getting to the best 400 TPE player ever. So
One GM did reach out. I was actually kind of shocked. So, depending
well, I
on-
mean, there's money floating around somewhere. So depends on the
Oh, for
team
sure.
and
Some teams got it, right? Some teams need a pen. So yeah, if you need a bullpen pitcher, get at me. I'll drop the SoundCloud. It's gonna be fun.
All right, so let's kick this off. I'll take the first 4.5, I guess. I do the same thing.
All right,
Rinse and
let's do it.
repeat. All right, so we will have Crawford and it's Jordan Gonzalez get a base hit. Jordan Gonzalez takes off for second, and they don't even throw now because why not? As Risky Fuse takes the walk, and there's a base hit up the middle, and Gonzalez will come in to score as Crawford gives up a 1-0 lead here. 2 on, no outs, and that's another base hit. That is 2-0 Providence now as Alligator drives in the run. Goose strikes out swinging. Benito will fly out, and that is a home run, and Providence up 5-0. All right. Alu will fly out to right for the second out, and a fly out to left by Cove. And not a good start for Crawford there. Wait. As Dion takes his steal second. And that is a ground out by Cove. And that is a strikeout by B. Rye. Palidorus will ground out, and that will be a relatively quick 1-2-3. Oh, not really. 1-2-3-4. Moving to the top of the second here, as a pop out by Cool Crab, and a ground out by Gonzalez, followed by a ground out by Whiskey Fuse. So, good recovery by Crawford there in the second 1-2-3 inning, as Bellic Cove will come up. Cove with strikeout swinging. Joey Moose, followed by DeMars. Moose will ground out. DeMars will ground out as well, and that's another 1-2-3 inning. By the way, if you take a look at the splits, New York cannot hit lefties to save their lives right now because OOTP. 2 outs now, and there's a base hit up the middle by Swanson Goose, who's hitting 327 now. But Benito strikes out looking, and that will end the inning. So move to the bottom of the third. Yeah, where's TGV's course when you need him? I really don't know. As Cove will fly out for the first out. Kruger will take the walk. It's back to the top with James Dion with a base hit. As Kruger moves to third, first and third, 1 out. As Dion takes off for second, and he steals second. And that is a line out and the throw goes errant, and Dion comes in to score. And that's another error as Rye reaches second as Kruger comes in to score. But Palladores will ground out, so New York takes 2 back here. So move to the top of the 4th. Alou will strike out swinging. Cove will strike out looking. So bizarre. Okay. Cool Crab coming up, and that will be a ground out to 3rd, and that will be it. And we move to the bottom of the 4th here as Bella Cove comes up. Cove will drive this one to left, but that is a fly out for the first out. Joey Moose will take the walk. DeMars coming up. DeMars will, and that's a liner that's caught. And that is a deep fly by Cove, but that will land in the warning tracks there, and that will be it. And we move to the top of the 5th. Jordan Gonzalez will pop out to foul territory for first out. Fuse will strike out swinging. And Joe Shiesty Jr. will drive this one to right, and it'll be caught by the right fielder, DeMars, for the 3rd out. Move to the bottom of the 5th here. Thomas, take it away.
Here we go. It's a strikeout for Kruger. Now James Dion with 1 out. James Daly will strike him out as well. 2 down quick here in the bottom of the 5th. Another strikeout. It's Errol Cove. James Daly, great inning. Great game so far for Daly and the rest of the Crabs. We'll go top 6. Mr. Alligator, that Stagg will go back to the dugout with a strikeout. So now Swanson Goose will also strike out. I Love Anchovy has been checked in and has been dialed in. And a ground out. So down in order they go. Can the Voyagers respond with some runs to get back in this game? They're down 3. This one's hit high and deep, but not deep enough. That's caught for out number 1. Palladores strikes out looking. All these names really give me hell mentally because of what they've done to me personally. Oh, that's a base hit for Bellac Cove. And a pitching change. Oh, and Bellac Cove got some bad advice, stealing second. We'll go to the 7th. Crabs holding on to this 3-run lead so far. That's a strikeout looking. And now Crazy Mojito Cove will strike out as well. It's the Cove takeover here tonight, folks. Every night. Cool Crab with a ground out. Great inning for I Love Anchovy. Great outing for I Love Anchovy so far. Let's see if they stay in next time up. But Joey Moose will ground out Franklin DeMars. And that's a ground out. Cove will walk. And Kruger will walk. So tying run at the plate is James Dion. That's a base hit. Great hit. 1 vertical score. The second run comes across. Oh, why did you do that? You had no chance, but one of those runs did count. It's 5-3.
Base running and turn all the way down. Good job, OTV.
Yeah, they don't like to listen. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. That's a strikeout. Whiskey Fuse strikes out. So Parker Ness, a couple good pieces of work there. And, that's going to hit the wall. That's an easy double, but they're going for 3. Why not? Sliding head first, Shiesty Jr. with a triple. Mr. Alligator will walk. So some action. Speaking of action, let's add a run to the Providence side. It's a wild pitch leading to a run. And finally, a strikeout from Parker Ness to Goose. Voyagers got their work cut out for them. They are down 3. That's an easy ground out. That was Cove. Now Rye. That will drop for a base hit. Tying run on deck. Palladores. Now DePotson checks in relief. So tying run at the plate after that single. And Cove will strike out. Moose, lines out directly to third base. Didn't have to move really much. We'll go to the 9th. Providence. Up 3. Insurance time. That's going to be a fly out for Benito. Alou also flies out. 2 outs for Cove, who strikes out. Parker Ness, great work in that frame. But here we go. You're bringing up your bottom third of the order for New York. DeMars, strikeout. Deposit. Can you shut the door with that 100 stuff? Cove gets under this one, but not good enough. It's out number 2. Kruger's deep. Oh, but not deep enough. And the Crabs on the road, stunning the home crowd. The home crowd boos the home Voyagers, and the Crabs win 6-3 in this long-standing rivalry between these two teams. It's been pretty much my entire existence in this league. 2 hits for Shiesty Jr., 3 RBI for Benito. A pretty good game for Dion, all things considered. But wow, Crawford did get dinged up early. We did see that. They get the loss. Daly with the win. DePotson with the save. Daly, great outing. 5 2/3. 1 earned run is your player of the game.
All right, save this thing. All right, the Surge wins again. They move to 500. 3-1 victory over the Outer Banks Aviator. The winner is Randall Jr. Hangman with the loss. Choi with the save. Player of the game is Adam Hangman. The Slavs taking a 2-1 victory on the road against the Toronto Pathfinders. Sahlberg, the winner, ducked with the loss. Komoro with the save. Player of the game is Joanna Sahlberg. The Raptors beating the Vandals 9-3 here. Tiny Chef with the win. Jerry Riggs with the loss. Pud Blitzy with the save. And the player of the game is Papa Emeritus the first. The Space Ranger, the 4-0 shutout of these Nashville Stars. Claw Daddy, Manowright with the win. Claw Daddy with the loss. Manowright is the player of the game. In extras, Apex scores 5 in the top of the 10th. They score 8 between the 9 and 10. So that Detroit bullpen just melted down. Wait, which way? They had 2 Williams. I think this is Mason Williams. Yes, this is Mason Williams with a loss. Bader Chapler to win. Koala Kyle is the player of the game. Death Valley Scorpions a 5-0 win over the Seattle Sea Serpents. Lebowski with a win. Jeff Hotel the loss. Lebowski is the player of the game. And the Toros of an 8-2 win on a 5-run top of the 7th to beat the Rougarous. Samsung with the win. Eshelman with the loss. Greenwald is the player of the game. Over to the minors, the Hepcats with a 6-2 victory. Melgar with the win. Biglet with the loss. And the player of the game is Roman Melgar. The Wheelies getting a 3-2 victory over the Kingpins. Buckley with the win. Phantom with the loss. Conis with the save. And which Ortiz is this? Oh, Luna Jose Rodriguez Ortiz is the player of the game. And the Lemurs in their is this their third straight? This is their third straight extra inning game. The Lemurs beating the Dillos in extras with a walk-off. 4-2. McFraud with the win. Abel with the loss. Josh Allen with the is the player of the game. Yeah, Taco OTP hates a lot of people, so Florida Flamingos over 3-1 victory over the Bears. The winner is Green, loser is Ford, Hive the save, and Robert Green is the player of the game. And the Swifties will get a victory over the Ranas 4-2. Bones with the win, Goodman with the loss, T2 with the save. Player of the game is Bones. Which Bones is this? This is right. Ozzy Bones. All right, and let's let me just save that again because I'm paranoid. Yes, we are speed running. Yes, there's the next. We have just to let you know, we have a day off after this, a quick sim day. I don't. We'll check if there's many minors, and then we get the Detroit at Seattle game the day after. So we're gonna go move up once a day. There are no scheduled games today, and we're gonna save, and then we're gonna move to the 30th, where it will be the Detroit Demons and the Seattle Sea Serpents. So save again. Yep. A live Detroit game. And you're going to wait for the... No box score today, son. We're speed running through this. I don't have time for this. We started late, and quite frankly, I have work tomorrow, and I have to get up early. So, let's see here. Oh, there it is, and it will be the Demons at 18-12 against the Sea Serpents. And it'll be Batter versus Cookie. So Batter having a pretty decent season, a 3.69 ERA, a 9.2.
Wait.
Okay.
Luigi's asking to go back.
Go back.
Providence won.
Oh, Providence won. Yes.
Wait, who scored last? I think it was New York.
Who scored
actually.
last? Let's see.
I think actually New York won that bet.
Let's see.
Oh no, wait. Actually, I think it's Providence. Don't pay it out yet. We're gonna see.
Oh, we're going to see Providence scored last. They scored in the 8th. All right, so we're going to give a minute or two so the other prediction can come up, and then we'll kick this thing off. Taking a look at the matchups here. Anyone outstanding so far? Casey Vida having a pretty good season so far. A 304 average of an OPS of 891. Oh, and there's, let's see, the prediction is first to homer, Detroit or Seattle. Detroit does come up first. Stanton Apollo is batting 348. Wow.
Eesh.
Regression does not matter. But good for him. So, and Gleyber Torres, 293 batting average. This is his rookie season. Now, granted, I think he's been down for 5 seasons, so I'm not. So I gotta double check that, but still pretty good. Over in Seattle side there, the bat's been struggling a bit, which has been their MO for the last few seasons. Bob Babbitt is actually struggling a lot more than I thought he would be at this point, but so yeah. So I would venture to say the Demons probably have an edge here right now, but we will see. Oh, this is Torres' second season. Okay, never mind. Okay, then I take back everything I said. He sucks. No. All right, so let's kick this off here. Looks like Detroit has the big lead on homering first. So, all right, Hummus, same deal. I'm gonna take the first 4.5. You take the last 4, and whatever. Let's do this. All right, leading things off is Travis Granholm, who was strikeout swinging. Next up is Casey Vida, who hit this one deep, and it'll be dead at the wall. So that's the second out. Larry Burnside will strike out looking. 1, 2, 3 innings for Cookie. Bring his ERA down under 4 now. Shane Knox leading things off for Seattle. He will strike out swinging. Shire Miss strikes out swinging. Houston Hayes will get a base hit through the second baseman, and he will get picked off promptly. So we'll move to the top of the second. It'll be Apollo Dogwood Torres, as Apollo will ground out, and Dogwood lines out, and Torres will get this one into the gap, and that will be a double. I don't know why you slide, but it's a double nonetheless. And that is a fly ball to shallow center. That's and Gunk for Gunk, and that'll be the third out. We go to the bottom of the second here. Babbitt person will fly out to center for the first out. Let's say Jacob will strike out looking, really struggling. A 191 is batting average now, as Harley Quinn will get herself a double. And Plant will get this one past the left fielder, and here comes Quinn to score a 1-0 lead for Seattle. as Alart will ground out for the third out, and we will move on to the top of the third. It will be the bottom of the order. Ruiz will lead things off and he'll ground out. Jolly will ground out as well. Travis Granholm will ground out also. So 3 ground balls. And that will be it for Detroit in the top of the third. We move to the bottom of the third there. Chris Angel will drop this one in for a leadoff base hit. Shane Knox will get the one past the third baseman, and they will move. And that's second and third now. No out, and try and miss will fly out, but that's too shallow. Runner's hole. Hayes will strike out looking. Babbitt Person will drop a base hit, and that will score 2. It's 3-0 now. Seattle over Detroit. As Jacob will take the walk. Quinn will launch this to the left, but it'll be caught for the third out. Seattle getting a lead here, 3-0, as we move to the top of the fourth. KZ Vida will fly out to left for the first out. Burnside will get this one down the line. That is a double. Apollo will sky this to the right, and that does move Burnside up. Dogwood will ground out, so they do get a double, but really nothing else there. We move to the bottom of the fourth. It will be the bottom of the lineup for Seattle. Plant, Alar, and Angel. As Plant will ground out. Theo Alar will ground out as well. Chris Angel will get this one past the the first baseman, and that's a base hit for Chris Angel. Shane Knox will hit this one deep, but it'll be caught in dead center. And that will be it. We move to the top of the fifth. Torres will strike out swinging. Tony Gunk Jr. will ground out. Torres will fly out. And that will be it. And Hummus, take it away.
Pretty good game on our hands. Surprising lead for Seattle. That's a walk for Miss. Their offense actually playing pretty well. 3 runs so far. Hayes, that's really good power, but not deep enough, though. That's out number 1. Babbitt Person drops a base hit in center. Turning their season around before our eyes. That's a base hit for Jacob. Doing the same, breaking out of that cold spell. Maybe Quinn. That's going to drop. Its bases loaded, and they score a run off the RBI from Quinn. So, Plant strikes out. And a ground out. Fielder's choice second to Seattle. Leads 4-0. Detroit, only 2 hits so far. Cookie forces the ground out. Granholm, ground out as well. Vida with a walk. Let's see what Burnside can do. Slaps one to short. Oh, no throw made. Apollo, easy ground out. That ends the top of the 6th. Seattle brings up 9, 1, and 2. Chris Angel. That's going to be a sliding grab in the left. Great play from Dogwood. That's a ground out for out number 2. Miss with a strikeout. So batter, great work there. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Can they turn it around? Dogwood pops out to center. That's out number 1. That's a strikeout for Torres. Gunk Jr. skies this one. That's a fly out to end the top of the 7th. Seattle brings up Houston Hayes. It's a pitching change. Rogalski forces a fly out to right. Babbitt Person will walk to first. 3-1 count. Back-to-back 3-1 walks for Seattle. It's Jacob. Quinn with a strikeout. So can Rogalski get out of it? And they do. There we go. So great work to get out of that jam. It's still a 4-run ball game. Detroit. Ruiz. Infield single. Another single. This is Jolly. So back-to-back singles. Granholm. Oh, and he hits it sharply. Infield single. And so it's bases loaded, but a strikeout from Vida. Can they convert a run here? Burnside. Oh, they don't. What a play from Seattle's defense, Cassius Bright checked in and forces the 4-6-3 double play. Unbelievable. That's a pop out from Allard. And Angel will strike out. Shane Knox with 2 out. And this is hit high and deep, but caught at the wall in center field for out number 3. Here comes the top of the ninth, the last chance for Detroit on the road. That's a walk for Apollo. Dogwood. That's a base hit. That's in the right field corner. And now both runners in scoring position. It's Torres. That's a base hit. That's the first run of the game. RBI single for Torres. Here comes Gunk Jr. Slaps one to third, and no throw made. So comeback is brewing here at Seattle's Park, the Aquadome. It's a strikeout. First out of the inning. It's Cassius Bright for Seattle. Jolly will pop out to left. Last chance. Granholm. And he drops one in center. Oh, and they don't send the runner. You got to think.
Oh.
You should have been Vida with a strikeout. Didn't matter. Cassius Bright, 31 pitches in, scaring the hell out of Seattle, does finish off the game, and Seattle gets the win at home, moving to 13 wins.
Babbitt person with a couple of RBIs there. Cookie getting 7 strong innings. His ERA is down to 3.47, having himself a very nice season, picking up his first win of the season as well. That's a tough thing to have a mid-3 ERA and only having your first win out of like 5 chances, probably more. But either way, Bright with the save first of the season. Player of the game is Cookie with a very good performance there. All right, let's save this. All right, so New York will beat Boise 5-2. Patey with the win. Cruiser with the loss. Player of the game is Pelidorus. The Pathfinders, a shutout of the Aviators, 10-0. Accept Your Welcome getting the win. Jones getting the loss. Player of the game is Accept Your Welcome. Vancouver, break them up. They're winning. 3 wins in this. They won 3 now in this sim. Beating a very tough Crabs team at home, 3-2. Jackson with the win. Choi with the loss. Rodriguez with the save. Crash Jackson is the player of the game. The Surge wins again, beating the Sloth on the road 5-3. Bazooka Joe the win, DePaulo the loss, Roy with the save, and Bazooka Joe is the player of the game. And the Rougarous beating the Stars 7-3. Mitchell with the win, Krispy Kreme with the loss. Manuel Bang is the player of the game with his 8th home run of the season. He's having a really good season. Good for Leifer. The Scorpions beating the Apex 6-2. Ryan Stryker Jr. with the win. Montgomery with the loss. Ryan Stryker Jr. is the player of the game. Now in 14 innings, hey, you got a win. Hummus getting a win in inning number 14 against the Toros. Negs getting the loss there. Nova Montaigne is the player of the game despite the losing effort. I assume it's a 1-0 win. Oh my goodness. That is insane. So we saw the Seattle game, and we're going to go on to here. The Wheelies getting a win in the 10th inning on a walk-off. Aberthy Jr. with a win. Budweiser the loss. Player of the game is Hannah's Cove. Hannah's player. The Ronners getting a win, 5-3 over the Lemurs. Solo with the win, next to the loss. Goodman with the save. Player of the game is Solo. It's Talion Solo. State College of a 2-1. There's a lot of close games here, like 1-run games. State College beating the Firehawks 2-1. Belong with me with the win. Conklin with the loss. Case Slice with the save. You belong with me with is the player of the game. The Kingpins will beat the Hepcats in extras, scoring 3 on the top of the 11th. Farnsworth with the win. Catch with the loss. Jose 43 is the player of the game. And last on today's list is the Dillos beating the Flamingos, despite the Flamingos' valiant attempt at coming back in the top of the ninth there. Lightbird to the win, Jishong with the loss, and Bernard is the player of the game. So the final prediction is up, is over Luna Base versus Cancun, over under total amount of Ks. But let's take a look here. Just so Seattle. So the next day is a quick sim. That is the 31st. I'm gonna save here. And we'll just quick sim all this. Okay, so the Aviators getting a win here, shutting out the Pathfinder. Gianna Morgan having himself a very nice season, and beating a very tough Toronto team there with the win. Thrasherson with the loss. Odoff with the save. Player of the game is Gianna Morgan. Providence beating Vancouver 8-5. Star with the win. Cove with the loss. Potsdam with the save. Jordan Gonzalez is the player of the game. And Buffalo wins again as they beat the Sloth 3-2, scoring 1 on the top of the ninth. Mio Hooper with the win. San Antonio with the loss. Delhi with the save. And Mio Hooper is the player of the game. And the Voyagers winning, scoring 2 on the top of the 8th there to beat the Raptors 5-4. Ness with the win, Blissey with the loss, Rosa with the save. Why Not Cove is the player of the game in the losing effort. And the Demons getting their 19th win of the season. O'Quarters with the win. Otani with the loss. This is Mason Williams getting the save. And O'Quarters getting the player of the game. And the Rougarous beat the Stars again 7-4. As Roberts getting the win. Oswaje getting the loss. Tentencio with the save, and Jeff Windsor with the player of the game. The Scorpions will beat the Apex, even though the Apex did score 4 in the top of the ninth. Keep a Secret with the win. Rizali with the loss. Scott with the save. And player of the game is Max Power with his 2 home runs in this game. 5th and 6th of the season. And Luna, oh my goodness. Luna Base scoring 8 in the top of the 11th. Hey, Hummus, you win again.
Let's go.
So Hummus has done more in this stream than he has in the entire season. So 11, another extra innings. So they scored 8 on the, okay, we got it. We got to look at this. What happened? Top of the 11, they came in tied 2-2. And was it all negs? It is all, most of it is negs. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, just the bleeding wouldn't stop. Was it all negs? Oh, that would be terrible. Oh no, they used the starter.
Oh, they did.
Oh, Mastro came in.
What?
Oh,
Well, because the previous game went to 14.
Well, yeah.
innings.
So previous game went to 14. That didn't help. And then when the pitcher gives up 8 earned runs in 2/3 of an inning, that I don't know. Oh, that is awful. Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, that's like the worst time. They don't have a day off after either. All right, well, there'll be some weird stuff happening after this. Okay, so over in the minors, the Swifties getting an 8-4 victory over the Firehawks. The winner is Tover Now, and Nitro with a loss. Tover Now is the winning player of the game. The Kingpins scoring 6 on the top of the 10th, another extra, beating Kansas City 10-4. Perez with the win, Jacker with the loss, Anthony Simmons the third with it's the player of the game. The Lemurs beating the Ranas, going 2 on the top of the ninth there. Crown with the win, Goodman with the loss. Player of the game is Berry, which this is Griffin Berry. The Wheelers getting a 5-2 win over the Bears. Coinus with the win, Mitchell with the loss, Abernathy Jr. with the 6th save of the season. Dion Mitchell is the player of the game. And last on the list, the Dillos getting a 5-1 victory over the Flamingos. Jiwoo with the win, Bakugo with the loss, and Jiwoo is the player of the game. Alright, I'm going to save this again, and then we're going to get to June 1st, Luna Base versus Cancun. Oh, we get to watch it too. Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. How rare is that when the starter gets used in relief, and then the next game, we usually don't get to see what happens next. Usually we see a quick sim of some chaos. So
The prediction already happened, right? If I remember correctly.
yes.
All right, so let's just go into this. I'll get the first 4.5. You get the last remaining, and then Matt Stroh is the scheduled starter, but I don't think that is happening. It will be Ike Sampson on short rests, because the problem with OTP is that even though he came in and threw one pitch, he is really tired. So Ike Sampson is the pitcher to start, and this is a rematch of the semis from last season, and a couple of cold bats over there for Luna Base. You wouldn't know it by that 8-run explosion there. Blue Sky, it's a little bit cold as well, struggling a bit this season, and so, well, let's see what happens. I think Ice Samsung is it's on short rest too. So let me see. Does it say? He's at 91%. Okay, that's not too bad. I think they got a day off, so he's still at 90%. Except that bullpen is probably dead as well. So I can't imagine Luna's Base's bullpen to be in that much better shape either.
Well, we only used me last game.
Yeah, I think they're in better shape. I don't know, but we'll see. All right, so let's get this rolling.
Is this a 3-game series?
Yes, it is.
So this would be for the sweep for Lunar Base.
Mm-hmm. So Morgan will ground out for the first out, and Alvarez will ground out. So a strikeout, throw him out, drop ball, but so a 1-2-3 inning. Only 10 pitches for Samson in that first inning, so that helps a lot. And that's an error as Jackson reaches second, as Sims will fly out to Jingleheimer. Schmidt will strike out looking. Greenwall will hit this one to shallow left, and that will be it. We move to the top of the second here, as Hokovato will drop a base hit in for the first hit of the game, and that is another base hit by Chain. So first and third, no out, as in the late grounds out to a double play, but this run does score, so Lunar Base take a 1-0 lead. Jeff Newman will ground out back to the pitcher, and that will be it. But Lunar Base do take a 1-0 lead over Cancun. Blue Sky strikes out swinging, first out. Rowdy will hit this one to right for the first out. Burns strikes out, and that will be all for Cancun. That is a base hit by Blair Boyant to lead things off. Cross Erickson will strike out for the first out, and that's a strikeout for Morgan for the second out. And that is a ground out by Alvarez. As we move to the bottom of the third here, Azar with a base hit up the middle to lead things off. McGillicuddy strikes out swinging, and that is a pickoff. That is Aaron, and McGillicuddy moves to second, but Jackson strikes out. Sims strikes out as well. So now we move to the top of the fourth here. Eminem lead things off with a base hit over the third baseman's head. He will make it to second, so lead off double. Hokovato will hit this one deep. This one's gone. This one's crushed. 416 feet off of Ike Samson to give the Space Ranger a 3-0 lead. Allison Chains will hit a shallow fly to center. That is the first out. And a walk to in the lake. Jeff Newman will strike out. Blair Boyant will strike out swinging. And that will be it. Move to the bottom of the fourth here. Let's see if Cancun could get anything going as Jingleheimer and Schmidt leading things off with a base hit. Greenwall will ground into a fielder's choice as Blue Sky will strike out. Rowdy will... Oh, and that is an error. And Rowdy is safe as first. Burns will hit this into left, and that will be caught for the third out. Still 3-0 as we move to the top of the fifth here. That is a gap into the gap by Cross Erickson. That is a triple for Cross Erickson to lead things off. And I don't know what that was, but Cali Alvarez will hit a double, and that will score Cross Erickson. That's 4-0 now. Ike Sampson is still in the game at 70-something pitches. Hokovato will ground out, and that will be it. Luna Base has 3 errors in this game.
Baseball's
Right,
weird. And H.O. Hypocrite's still in the game. It's a strikeout for Aza. McGillicuddy with a base hit. Jackson with a base hit up the middle. Moving the runner to third. So line out to second base. 2 outs for the cover boy. Oh, what a grab in left. That was Dog and Eminem. Former Toro will go to the 6th. Lunar Base up 4-0. That's a base hit for Allison Chains, getting that average up too close to 200. There's a base hit for Rake in the Lake. That's deep in the corner of right field. And Allison Chains goes all the way around to score. It's 5-0 Lunar Base. Jeff Newman with a strikeout. Blair Boyant. Oh, that's past the first baseman. That will score Rake in the Lake from second. Boyant's able to hit a double there, and it's 6-0. Cross Erickson with a strikeout. 2 outs for Arthur Morgan. Oh, and that's almost a pass ball. Great work by the catcher. That's in the gap. And left center hit the wall. Another run for Lunar Base, an RBI. 27 on the year for Morgan, leading the team. And that's deep. Oh, that's drops. That's a Cali Alvarez. That's another RBI for Lunar Base. That's Cali Alvarez's 22nd. It's 8-0. And that's a strikeout for Dog and Eminem. And Lunar Base's offense has had a pretty good outing so far. Cancun will bring up Greenwall, who strikes out. Blue Sky. That's going to drop for a base hit and left. And that's going to be a line out to right for our clear. And a strikeout for Burns. 10th on the day for Hypocrites, who's having a great outing. Let's not forget about that. Hokovato. That's a blooper that drops shallow right. That's a single. Chains pops out. Second baseman makes the grab. Rake in the Lake, strikeout. Ryan Knox been in for Cancun's Nast base. Oh, this is deep. Jeff Newman. That was a shot. 403 feet. 7 bombs on the year for Newman. And Lunar Base continues to score runs. It's 10-0. Blair Boyant, that's a base hit. He's having a great day at the plate. 3 for 4. Cross Erickson. Oh, that goes past the first baseman. Can they bring them around? They won't. Morgan with 2 outs. And a line out to left. So Grayson Yates gets out of there. And we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Can Cancun get some runs on the board? Aza with a strikeout looking. Hypocrites. An absolute gem. 11 strikeouts. That's a base hit, though. Sixth on the day for Cancun. A line out to second. And a ground out from Sims. And Hypocrites, 7 innings deep, no runs given up. We'll go to the 8th now. Cali Alvarez having a pretty good game, 2 for 4, 2 RBI. Now a walk. Dog and Eminem, the back-to-back walks. This is Grayson Yates in some trouble. Great strikeout, though, on Hulkavato for out number 1.
Oh,
Full count. Oh, and Ryan Neggs is in for Cancun. Oh, and back-to-back strikeouts. Chains and in the late. Great work from Neggs. We'll go bottom 8. Can Cancun climb their way back into this one? Finally, a pitching change. Buzz Lightyear, who is not very good, gives up a solo shot. We love you, TOK. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Wow, that one was deep. 404 feet. 11 homers on the year for John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Greenwall flies out. Blue Sky strikes out. Our clear,
Rowdy.
not cloudy, strikes out. Unruly Rowdy Diamonds. And here we go. Top of the 9th. Can Lunar Base add to this lead? Newman. Great hard hit ball. That's a single. This is deep. Oh, wow. This one has legs. And Negs give us a 2-run blast to Buoyant. Only 3 on the year for Buoyant. That was 415 feet.
Oh, Stroh is in again.
Oh, and Matt Stroh, they used the start. That's a starter, right? That's guaranteed.
Yes.
We know this. So Matt Stroh gives up a single, and then Morgan flies out. Alvarez strikes out. And here comes Dog and Eminem with a walk. Let's see how many pitches Stroh throws here. Hulkavato. Oh, catcher gets a hold of that one. Oh, and a strikeout. Oh, and they're very tired. And it's a 12-1 game. Cancun down 11 runs. Burns under this one. That's caught for out number 1. Lightyear still in the game. Strikeout on Ozza. And McGillicuddy with 2 outs. Last chance. And a ground out. And Lunar Base gets the win 12-1. And we saw another outing from Matt Stroh out of the bullpen. That's back-to-back games that a starter for Cancun pitched out of the bullpen.
Blair Boyant was a 4 for 5 day here, 3 RBIs, couple RBIs for Newman as well. Pitching, so that's rough. That's rough. Yeah, that's just short pen, everybody. When you only have like 4 guys in a pen, that's there's nobody emergency left. Blair Boyant is the player of the game. All right, let's save this. Let's go over. All right, the Voyagers beating the Raptors 3-0. Parco with the win, Ovechkin with the loss, Nets with the save. Player of the game is Anthony Parco. The Pathfinders getting a 3-2 victory over the Aviators. Starscream the win, Sheets with the loss, Maurer with the save. Benny the Jets Sheet is the player of the game in the losing effort. Providence a 64 victory over Vancouver. Torrent with the win, Lofbrook with the loss, Buendia with the save, and Jordan Gonzalez player of the game again. And the Surge finally loses 7-2. Quest with the win for San Antonio. Clifton the loss. Zane Cole with his two home runs in this game is the player of the game. The Apex of a 4-2 victory over the Scorpions. Scoring 2 on the top of the 9th. Chapler the win. Petrovic with the loss. Stun Gun is the player of the game. And we saw that. And Detroit scoring 3 on the top of the 11. That went into extras with no runs. Which Williams is this now? Okay, Pete Williams with the win. Harm James with the loss. Player of the game is Human. Nashville getting a 3-2 victory over the Rougarous. Donahue the win. Lycan the loss. Project Saints player getting the save. And Phil Donahue is the player of the game.
Wait, we have
let's see. He went 9 innings. Yes, he did go 9.
Is that considered a complete game if you go 9?
Well, it's not a complete game because the game wasn't completed. So
in the complete game stat sheet,
You're not going to see
They
it.
won't show up. Wow.
Because the game isn't over.
No help from the offense. Jesus. I've seen that before too from the Marlins. Like a no hitter where both
Well, I
teams
don't,
were
well,
throwing.
oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's a 5-hitter, but great season
Still,
by the
it's
way. So,
impressive.
I mean, who was it earlier? Somebody went 10 innings, like the last sim or something like that. Got who? Anyways, something ridiculous. Where were we? Oh, down in the minors, the Firehawks is a 10-1 win over the Swifties. Slotberg with the win, McChapperson with the loss. Hemi Sen is the player of the game. The Kingpins will get a 3-1 victory over the Hepcats. Heiderscheid with the win, Globenspiel with the loss, and with the wheelies with the save. Heiderscheid is the player of the game. The Dillos will lose to the Flamingos 4-3 here. Stoner with the win, Salad with the loss, High with the save. Player of the game is D. Fernandez with 3 home runs. What the? Vetty needs to. So somebody's giving Vetty something. So the Wheelers getting a walk off here, 7-6 victory. Buckley with the win, Buckweiser with the loss. Player of the game is Rip Panda. And the Ranas will finish the day off with an 8-1 victory over the Lemurs. Aria with the win, Rick Rowe with the loss. Ottoman's Aria is the player of the game. Alright, let's see, this is June 1st, and then next we will have June 2nd, which is a quick sim, are there any games? There are no games and we're done!
Wow.
Let's save it again. Alright, let's take a quick minute here, so let's take a quick standing. Top of the Legends East, Providence and New York still tied after this sim. At first place, Toronto a game over San Antonio here. Luna Base a three games over the Demons in the Champions East, and in the Champs West, the Toro still has a 7-game lead over the Scorpions despite losing 3 in a row. So down in the minors, the Anchorage Wheelers will lead the way with on the West for a 20-13 record. Next is the Dillos, followed by the Bears, and then but on the East side, the best team in the league right now is the Kingpins at 24-9. Louisville Lemurs at 19-14 next, number 3 spot I should say, and then you get the Flamingos and then the Swifties. So right now the things end today. The Swifties hold on to the last spot in the playoff race. So, all right, and I will let this go. So, all right, I do need to step away for a few minutes. So while actually, I'm gonna let this get to a point first because I need to hit OK. So, Hummus, I will be back in a few minutes. You could entertain the crowd.
Yeah, we could do that. Ask the booth, you know the vibes. We're here chilling. Blame me. Hey, it was a sim team decision to do box scores as an optional thing starting last year, the beginning of last season. So if you've done late night streams with Enoch, he's done a lot of them. I've been in the booth with him for a few of them at least. Yeah, I messaged him. He messaged the team looking for a co-host. I'm like, I'm down. Let's skip box scores. You know the vibes. We jumped into a few of them. We saw a starter pitch and relief. We saw Hugh Mann go 9 innings, no runs given up. A lot of extra inning games happened in the minors. We're going to check those box scores. I know Lunar Base had a 14-inning game. I didn't get to see that box score, so damn well I will be checking that in a bit. But yeah, no, I'm fully tamperable. I announced that earlier. So if you're a GM, Poe, you're not. So please don't message me, Poe. I don't want your DMs ever. That's a joke. Maybe once every 2 months you can message me. But yeah, if you're a GM, get after me. I'm about to flex on y'all, but I'm about to have 400 TPE, between 400 and 500 TPE, between that range next year after regression. So, oh, Poe, you're tamperable too. Wow. Yeah, look at us old men just getting our players just, kicked to the curb because, you know, people have something against old people. I don't know. Yeah, I think we look nice with our gray hair and we bring a veteran presence to your locker rooms. Yes, we may cost you money and stink, but who's counting stats at this point? Vibes are a stat, and we dominate in that stat. Yeah, Poe, I'm kind of in that boat. Now, I kind of don't want to retire at the deadline because I want to update up until the last possible bit to help Lunar Base get our first championship. So that happened with Bentley with the Apex, my first player. I just kept updating until until the playoff week, and then it paid off because I had a pretty good playoff run, but we lost in the World Series. And so then I waited till the next trade deadline to create. I think this time I'm just going to create right away and just take the hit on the TPE. Taco Shop, we know that's not true. You actually have had some great pitches to me in DMs. Taco Shop's very methodical when recruiting a player that's on the market. I'm telling you, Detroit, they did a great job. There's actually a few times early on with Bentley that some interesting situations there. I mean, I guess we could talk about it now, but yeah, I mean, unless Taco Shop doesn't want me to talk about it. But it was a crazy time. I opted out with Vancouver to help them out, and I almost slid over. That was crazy. But yeah, it was. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was probably before you were there. Yep, but that was like the. I ended up getting traded there after I opted in and re-signed Vancouver, which is fun. Yeah, Poe, I remember you played with Sarasota and you played with Detroit with your first player, like I did. That's pretty cool. A certain GM did reach out to me today, though, and I'll give y'all a spoiler. I've never played for this franchise ever as a user. Um, Bucket list vibes. So, there's nothing concrete yet. There's no guarantee. Nothing set in stone. But there's interest on both sides so far. It's looking decently likely, but can't, I'm just waiting for the hard confirmation, and I'm probably just going to make the media. But yeah. Once you go to Buffalo, you can't Buffa go away. That's so poetic. What's up, Morning Yo? Welcome. Enoch, I was giving you fake jabs, but all in all, he does like the no box score stream. He kind of bluffed us at first.
What?
Oh, he was kind of throwing jabs at the no box scores, but he was fibbing. He actually enjoyed it. So, not that we care about what Poe thinks, right, guys? But
I really don't care.
that's hilarious. Now, we appreciate everyone for being here in chat. It's always more fun when chat is here. Aaron Ford for minor league MVP. How's their season going, Cowboy? Cowboy with a C, not a K. We remember the Cowboy with a K, or infamously. Yes, Poe, don't quit your SimFile job. I'll keep my commission job. Everyone just stay put for a while, and we'll
True.
be fine. Hopefully this push, if y'all saw the announcement, I did tag everyone, so no apologies there. But, towards the end of the year, after the trade deadline, those last 2 weeks of tasks, you don't have to do much writing. All you got to do is have someone create. That's it. And it takes 2 minutes to create. The video that I made to create a player is about 2.5 minutes. It's using the tool and copying and pasting it into JSync, and the approvers do the rest. I talked to Gordo. He's super excited. He gave me the green light when I worded the post and wrote it up, wanted him to see it. he's super excited. He's honestly thrilled with this move. So, if you don't like writing, I know plenty of you don't. Look at how many people have done the JPT optional, like 3-question survey thing or the prediction thing. There's been a huge chunk of people doing that every week. So hopefully those people help bring in people. I actually have a few people in mind. It was one I've been working on for a while, like Post said. I've been working on somebody for like the last 4 years too. Maybe finally around Christmas time he'll bite. Your Enoch, 2 of your multis are being summoned in chat.
Hmm.
2
That's
is
true.
weak numbers.
2 is weak numbers.
The SBA, who we have a true affiliate partnership with now. They're like a college NBA 2K sim league where you make a college player. And then I Rock This is also streaming out of the park right now. So
Yeah,
two options.
it is interesting that like I think there are a lot of people who would be actually really interested in it. Like to me, it's like if your mindset to build a player and to be part of a team and all that and really like it doesn't really take really that much time to do. And I'm kind of surprised that not a lot of people, not more people are more interested. But
It's a
I
learning
would say
curve.
it's a learning curve, but I think we've discussed a lot of things on how to paths to move to improve the league and so forth. And I think well, we'll see where that goes, and to help people kind of acclimate to the league as well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you need
Um,
automation, but here's the thing: everybody just keeps saying that, and then let's be real here. This is not something that if it's so easy, it would have been done. So that's kind of the thing.
um, I think our updater tool is really good. I think it cuts out a lot of time and effort and energy when updating your player. The tool makes you realize at the end of the day how simple updating really is. You drop a link, it gets assigned a certain amount of points, and then you use those points to improve your player. Um, so, I know for a fact it helped Bianca understand the nuances of updating and what it really means. And it took a couple times, and now, she's been flourishing and max earning, and now the ace of Seattle. So, uh, yeah, I mean, you could do it. My little brother, I got him to join. He won a championship with the Demons back in the day, Thomas Palmer. So I've tried. I'm trying. Um, yeah, I got a few people in mind though. But it's gonna be nice. You just drop. Your friend or family creates. You drop that created roster page, the link into the thread, and you're done. Imagine, especially for PTs, for that to be the option. I mean, I've I've gotten such bad writer's block on PTs before because you got to stay on topic, and to be confined to a topic sometimes is difficult. So yeah, yeah. Detroit legend Thomas Palmer. I remember I was on Detroit, and I was like, "Yo, let's draft him. I think he's gonna earn pretty well." Um, and yeah, he did. He hopped on a few pods with me, at least one that I can remember. I remember Phillies and Hannah G hopped on that one. It was kind of crazy, a couple pairs of siblings hanging out. Uh, Pretty rare occurrence. So yeah, I mean, I was going through some media, some really funny ones uh, that I saw. People could join Chatterbox. We were sitting on a triple Chatterbox that we earned from the charity event. So maybe we could time that perfectly with the new creates coming in on trade deadline week or maybe just championship week. Maybe we'll save it for that week so everybody's in. And triple Chatterbox, you can make freaking decent coin with that. I mean, what's 950 times 3?
It's about like 29 mil. No, 29. No, 2.9 mil.
Yeah, you can make 3 million almost 3 million in 1 week from just chatterboxing. So, I mean, let's do it. Let's have a great class coming up after this trade deadline. I mean, I always thought to myself, imagine if every active had one person join. What that would do for the league. I mean, that's obviously wishful thinking, but it's fun to think about.
Yeah.
Looks like we're done.
Let's see. Let's see. Let me get the index. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Come on. Unpack. Oh, there it goes. Is he out of files? Success. Okay. And then let me check the index, and then we should be good to go. Oh, I need a new nameplate here for streaming. Guess I'll get one sometime soon. I should go back to old school and use my old one, Kevin Choate. All right, index done unpacking. The date is June 2nd. Let's go. We're good. All right, thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you guys being here this late. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night. It'll be me and Lord Parquad going at it. And for more PBE action. So, and all right, have a good night, everybody. Take care.
Were you gonna do a raid? No.
Oh, we could do a raid. I don't know. It's like really late. Is there a raid?
Yeah. Yes.
And then
I
you go.
rock this.
Okay.
Fellow out of the park streamer. We've rated CSBA a million times. I don't think we haven't rated I rock this that many times. So, supporting fellow out of the park streamers. Thank you all for being here. Yeah. Good. Join
Okay.
Enoch and Parkwad tomorrow. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Woo.
Did it go?